Right here, I have in my hands the iPhone 17 Pro. This is a video that I wasn't even planning to shoot because you guys do know that I'm more of a car guy, automotive diagnostic tool, unboxing, electronics. I think if I can recall, the last phone review I made was probably in South Africa. I mean, it's still new, right? It's just best I talk about it because you never know. Someone might probably be watching this and my opinion might probably matter. Right here, I have in my hands the iPhone 17 Pro. Not the Max. I have my reasons for going this route. But before that, let me just give you guys a quick background or backstory. I was actually looking for a phone about 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, roughly 2 years-ish ago. So I went to the phone stores. I went to a couple different stores, and when I got there, my aim was actually to get the iPhone 15 Plus. That was when the 15 was still new. Simply because I felt the 15 actually suits my needs more better in terms of it being lightweight, it's being capable enough, having a decent camera as well, and I mean pretty much the slim design at that time, right? But then when I got in the store, the sales guy convinced me try everything possible as a salesperson because they were not having the 15 plus. Convinced me to buy this, the 14 Pro Max. Initially, the phone that I was using, where's the phone? The phone that I was using before this was this one. Honestly, I can't even remember the name anymore. This is the phone that I came with from my country back home. And I felt the battery wasn't good enough. I was really lacking a lot of things. It was really a problem in terms of the job that I do, posting multiple contents every now and then, taking high quality videos and photos. I mean, a whole lot. Like, I use phone massively. So this Android one was a problem. But then again, I also wanted to experience the whole iPhone Apple thing when I got in the country. So when I got in looking for the 15, it wasn't there. The salesperson convinced me to get the 14 Pro Max. And this is what I've actually been using for 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken. It's been great. I mean, it does the job. It's been a workhorse. It has actually, I've dropped it like a couple times and it still looks decent. Apart from minor scratches from the case itself, the phone still looks okay. Battery is where the problem is. Coming from Android or being an Android user, I've had phones that actually does the job properly for me, you know. I've had phones, especially coming from Redmi, Xiaomi brand. They tend to have good batteries, and those are the phones that I was actually rocking with before I moved to this Apple ecosystem. So I was hoping the battery, everything will probably be similar to the Android except for the software. But I think there was a problem here and there. I'm not saying the battery is not okay, just hear me out, okay? Software wise was good. I've used a few iPhones in the past, like the low end ones, I think 6, 7, 6 Plus and those lower range ones, until I got myself this particular one. So this was actually my first flagship or high-end Apple device ever since I was born. So it was okay. I didn't find any difficulties in terms of usability. It does work. I was able to operate it easily. Camera was actually good, especially coming from this one. It was pretty decent. Microphone was fire. I've shot a lot of content for social media, both TikTok, Instagram, and sometimes YouTube as well. This phone has been doing the job for me. I think the major concern after I bought it, or after the salesperson convinced me to get it, is the shape. Yeah, the shape. I didn't know this was going to be a problem. I actually did not know this was going to be a big deal someday. So remember, when I went to the shop, my whole intentions was to get the 15 Plus because the 15 Plus is actually lighter, it's lightweight. Even though it's not that much of a difference in terms of display size, but the 15 Plus is actually the one that I prefer. You see, I do not want something that will be a hassle for me because I have a lot going on during the day. So having a phone that weighs a gram or something that's going to be a problem to carry is a problem. After I bought the phone, a few months down the line, I started to realize that no, I made a mistake. But I mean, there wasn't anything I could do because it was a contract for 12 months. I had to use it. I did not have a choice because I've already signed a contract. I cannot return it until the contract is due. So I kept using it. I kept using the phone. Everything was okay, except for the fact that the phone was very huge. So this phone, looking at it without any case, this is like 6.8 or 6.9. It's huge, almost a tablet size. I think the minimum tablet is about what, 7 inch. This is almost to that size. If you add a cover to this and you don't even get the slimmest cover, you get any random cover, it makes the whole thing bigger. I mean, if you have a bigger hands, that would do for you. But for me, I think this was way too much for me. I mean, I could sacrifice one or the other, whether the weight to the screen size or the screen size to a weight, but this has everything. It's got a larger display and it's heavy. I made a couple lists of the things that I need in a phone before I went to the shop. First time I went there, I wasn't able to decide because there were quite a few options laid to me. So I'm trying to get a phone today, but I'm not sure which one to go for. Whether this popular one that everybody is talking about, the 17 Pro Max, or the small version. I'm just looking for something with a bigger storage, portable in size, and also cheaper. But looking at the way things are going, that's a cheap one here anymore. Nothing is cheap here. But this thing looks nice. It's just too big, man. Just too big. And I'm into Google Pixel. I said more. Decisions, huh? So I left. I did a few research here and there. I did watch a few videos here and there. Everybody has his own opinion. People say that, people say that. I think at the end of the day, it all boils down to personal preference. But myself personally, I also had my own list of the things that I actually need in a phone. Let me show you guys. So this is what I made about 2 months ago, and I'll read this to you guys. The first thing that I need in a phone is it should be cheaper than $90. So for this 14 Pro Max here, I was paying about $90 every month, including the data plan, the phone itself, and that's for the 12-month contract. So I wanted something a bit lesser than this. So anything 80, 70, 60, even $10 per month, I'm good. The second thing is, it should be portable in size. The size should be portable. It shouldn't be this big. And the next thing is, it should be 256 gig of storage. I know why I'm saying this, because this particular one that I bought is 128, and I didn't realize 128 was smaller until I started using this phone. You know, in the past I've had phones with even lesser storage than 128, but then remember, I was an Android guy, and most of the Android that I actually used had the option to also use memory cards as well. So even if it comes with 64 gig and you put 1 terabyte or 500 and whatever memory card, you're way bigger than the flagship iPhone in town. So storage was a problem. So this phone actually coming with 128 gigs was a problem. It was a big problem. After a couple months down the line, I think 5-6 months, I was already getting notification to delete stuff or do whatever just to get some storage space. So yeah, it was a problem. So I made my plan to get something bigger than 128. So the final one, this is the last one. It says good camera and good microphone. So this is what I listed. This is what I had planned even before I went to the shops. And this is the most essential thing that I actually need in a phone. This is the only time that I've actually taken like more than 24 hours to actually decide on a phone, for real. So I had a chance between the Google Pixel Pro XL. Mind you, I've never used Google Pixel before, but I mean, I've used a whole lot of different Android phones in the past, so I believe the experience should be very close or similar. And then my second option was the 17 Pro, not the Max. just the Pro. After a few days, I did my research and I figured the Google is going to be a problem. You see, here's the thing that a lot of people do not actually know. When you use iPhone for a while, when you switch to iPhone, it becomes very difficult for you to go back to Android. It is extremely difficult. So guys, if ever you are using an Android, do not even attempt to have a taste of iPhone, because once you jump there, you'll be stuck. Trust me, it's very addictive. I used iMessenger, I used FaceTime. There are a whole lot of things that I actually use besides what I just mentioned. And number one, which is the most important one, is the airdrop of this phone. So sometimes I can shoot a video or take a photo. I may want to edit it on my system or wherever. I also have other Apple systems, all right? I do have Apple MacBook, like this one here. I also have the iMac, which is my main system for editing. So imagine using the Android to transfer something to these devices. I know, I've actually tried it before and it's a hassle because you need to download some third-party software in order to get the Android to, like it's a struggle, you know. But having this, it's like 2 seconds to send something from here to any of my other Apple systems or laptops. So I thought about it, I weighed my options, even though the Google Pixel was actually cheaper than all the other options, because with the Google Pixel, I was being offered $60 per month, and that is 256 gigs, which is almost everything I wanted. Cheaper, good storage, and it also has a good camera when I tried it in store. The main reason why I didn't go for it, okay, hear me out. The main reason why I ended up buying this, it was a difficult decision. It was a very tough one. I couldn't resist the fact that I'm already stuck to this ecosystem and I was going to lose FaceTime, iMessenger. I would find it difficult trying to transfer my stuff from one system to another, like a whole lot. This phone here, together with my plan and my second SIM card, I'm going to pay about $105 per month, which is actually more than what I listed here. I've come to realize that I cannot get everything I needed. I have to compromise in a few ways, which is what I actually did. Putting this aside, let's talk about the iPhone. So I have the phone here, and honestly, it's been over 24 hours since I owned it. This is not an unboxing. This is not unboxing therapy, or this is not durability test. This is already unboxed, all right? There's no way I wasn't gonna unbox it. Yo, it's my phone. I need to see what's in here before they give me soap. I've opened this up. I've used it. Trust me, I think I'm loving it. It actually has the size I needed. Like, this size is decent. This size is almost the same size as my Android device. It's even smaller than my Android device, and this is what I needed. So for the size, I'm happy. It ticks the size box for me, but it's still heavy though, because my Android phone and this here, this seems a little bit heavier. It is heavier, and if you add a cover to it, yeah, you add in some weight. I don't mind. I can deal with that, especially for the fact that it's a smaller display. I was actually hoping that the battery life would be much better than the 14 Pro Max, but I don't really see much of a difference. So the last time I plugged this on was when I bought this device, which is yesterday. I put it on charge and it was full a couple hours later, and last night I didn't do anything until today noon. I've been doing a whole lot of browsing, posting, and other stuff with the phone, and currently it's sitting on 28%. Let me cover my face. Can you guys see it? Yeah, so it's sitting on 20 whatever percent, and I feel like it's very close to the 14 Pro Max in some way. I actually wanted something more than that. I actually wanted something that I could abuse heavily and still have about 60 or 50% at the end of the day. You see, here's the thing. I do use phones a lot. I use gadgets a lot. I'm a media person. I post, I browse, I take photos, I do a whole lot of things with this. So I needed something that could do more, because at this point, I don't really see the difference in terms of battery life from the 14 Pro Max to the 17 Pro. But I mean, I think I can live with it because it's still small and the battery is not as large as the Maxes, like the 17 Pro Max and all that. I heard the 17 Pro Max actually got like a better battery, but I didn't want it to go back to something huge again. I don't want something big. I don't want to be lifting weights. I'm not sure if I made the right decision, because having these two in my hands right now, sometimes I'm like, well, the larger display isn't bad after all. And then I'm like, well, this fits my hands better. So it's kind of mixed feelings, you know. But I'm planning to actually sell this down the line. So if ever you're in Canada and you're interested in picking this up, I think I'll probably let it go for $650. I don't know, but yeah, if ever you're interested, just let me know. If you're in Canada, if you're outside, we can work something out, but I don't think I want to ship outside, unless if you'll be paying. But let me know if you're interested. We can always figure things out. Let me know what you think. Do you think I made the right decision? Do you think I fucked up? Do you think I should have gone with the 17 Pro Max? Or do you think I should have just buy the Google Pixel Pro, whatever? I mean, that's also big, right? It's still early to decide, but as time goes on, I might probably do a follow-up video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this phone. A lot of people were actually saying I should have gone with the iPhone 17 Air, but I've heard a lot of stories about the 17 Air. Some say the battery is not really that good. Well, it's good if you are not really someone that uses phones that much, but for me, trust me, I wish I can actually have a phone that would not finish the battery, like lifetime battery. And single camera, battery not being the greatest, too slim. Not bad though, I like the design. But anyways, hey, at the end of the day, it's just a matter of preference, alright? If you are someone who got like iPhone 12, 13, 14, I think this would be a decent upgrade. If you got the 15, 16s, I don't really see much of a difference, you know. iPhone is still going to be an iPhone regardless. Let me know what you think. Thank you for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. Drop your comments, drop your suggestions down below. Let's talk. If you are new on the channel, welcome. Kindly subscribe, like. You will see this face more often. So subscribe, let's have fun, and thank you for passing by. Till we meet again, stay safe, drive safe. Peace. I just made a poor financial decision. You see, in this life, it's very short. So every little chance you get, just enjoy. So I've made my financial decision. You too, you can make your own. This is a land back in my country. A whole land.